Them for know say the champion and Spagga Benz represent for the Reggae Boys and for know say a big event. In that national stadium, some boy, a little team over there, so them better lay down and play them. I say gonna we a step out with a big star there, man like Demari Gray, large up yourself. You don't know the things there, see it? We them up on a long chat. You don't know say I slap up them nets like that, you know. Bobby Reed, Boyz, man like Damian Lowe, Leon Bailey, the star, them for know. Ready for them, you know? Them better know. We tell them say them bad team over there, so I'm a bad team over here. So Reggae Boys they over here, so we not afraid of no one. And anything for happen, I go happen. And if it happen, them fi know say Reggae Boys, we are the champion. And bad team over there, so them on a bad team over here. So Reggae Boys they over here, so ever ready for the world. Fight you over buckle, any obstacle we tackle. When make we feel threat, no Reggae Boy we score first car. We are not troublemaker, but we are gonna be the fire setter. Any hour that our team prefer. Boy full of words like them on newspaper.
Yeah, man, people, you know, welcome. Yeah, the demons them up, but guess what? The Almighty, they are fight them for it. You know, but Jaja, streaming, I never want to pick up for me. I don't know why, but, you know, bless up to everyone that's, you know, waiting on the video. You know, we have an interesting interview, you know, about our own, yeah, Michail Antonio, about his issue at West Ham. And also for the Reggae Boy national team, you know. But me and my good brethren, my brother, yeah, I got discuss what's happened in that interview. And, you know, touch on a few key points. But, you know, I'm doing okay, man, today. You know, hope everyone is doing really fine. Yeah, it's Thursday, one more day left for Friday. Then, you know, Friday for some people, it is the weekend is coming up. Yeah, the last day of the Premier League. The last day of the Premier League is coming up, you know. But let me introduce, you know, my one and only brethren. You don't know Kevin Blackwood. Mr. Blackwood.
Hello.
Mr. Blackwood. What go on? You know, streaming, I don't want to start a while like I don't know what really I go on, you know, brother. But don't know, the Almighty I fight the demons them for you.
Yeah, from time to time I experience some difficulties. Yeah, you know. Some difficulties we have faced now, it's minor technical difficulties. It's inevitable.
Our difficulties.
Yes, it's not. It's beyond our control. So it's good that we got a remedy already. So it's good.
Them say nothing beat time, you know.
Nothing beat time.
Nothing beat time.
I'd scale it.
How we are support the NBA?
NBA?
Yeah.
Well, the Cavs gone home, you know, but I like Minnesota, even though them down 3-2. I like Ant-Man and what's his name? The local point guy. What's his name again? Mike, even though he didn't play the other night, but I like them. They have a chance, but you can't do better against the Joker because it might be one of the most unorthodox center or basketball I would ever see, but
yeah,
he's just so good, man. You know, him not athletic, him not
one of the best.
Him not coordinated, but he's just one of the best centers, if not the best I've ever seen. So
20 years ago, if you said, yo, you're going to have a center like this that's going to have so many points, so many assists, rebound, everything all around the game.
Block shot,
free throws, 3-pointers. Yeah, It's just unbelievable, man, to what, you know, he's really doing. But you really think Cavaliers was going to beat Boston, bro?
Yeah, listen, you really never know the ball is round, right? And the ball can bounce off of the rim every time they shoot it.
This was probably six years ago when LeBron was there. What year LeBron left?
I think 2016. 2017, one after that. But 2016 when we win the championship, I think he left a year after that or something like that.
Yeah, probably around 6 years ago.
Yeah, and deliver upon the promise and say, I'm going to bring back a championship to Cleveland. And, you know, we are a city of champions, so we can, you know, get to that.
Celtic all the way, man. Celtic all the way. You don't know. Celtic all the way.
This is what I think.
I love LeBron James, you know. Love LeBron, but Celtic I'm a team from 2008. That's when I start support the Celtic.
I don't think a team from the East gonna beat gonna win the NBA championship for any time soon. That's just my personal opinion. Humble opinion, let's just say that.
Yeah. Yeah. But you talk about you as a basketball analyst and all of that.
I don't say that, but I like basketball. Let me second.
Yeah, I love it. I love it too, man. I love it, man. I love it for around a decade and a half now. So yeah, watching the NBA, man. Yeah. Kevin Garnett though was the one that really caught my eye though. For Boston at the time.
Celtic.
Kevin Garnett with the Roger Randall, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, that team.
Before him go Miami. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that team. Who's that? Who's that analyst for ESPN? I think what's his name? He beard up. I think he was a center. Was a center?
Oh, Perkins.
Perkins. Yeah. Perkins.
Big
that Celtic team was a super team, super team in the NBA. But what I want to say, man, CONMEBOL has finally done what they, was probably promised to the people. Them. They have increased the squad from 23 to 26. So Brazil, they don't have to change it. They said, look, you can pick up to 26 players, but Brazil picked 23. So let's see if Brazil, going to add extra 3 players. You don't know, so many players got missing out. So let's see if one of those lucky charm players can get back into this Brazil team. But that's massive though. 23 and increase to 26. The Euros gone on to 26 too. But that 3 spots, that is vital in a whole heap of spot that in a 23. That gave a coach a whole lot more players to choose from, Can put in. Look, if a coach, as what Dorival Jr. did for Brazil, name is 23. He didn't name a professional. He named is straight up 23 players. Yeah. You look at it. More likely those coaches going to add 2 attacking players and then maybe add look a defensive minded player. Yeah, they're going to use that window to add extra quality to their front line. So. Let's see who's going to end that REGGAEBOYZ 20.
Maybe I just me, but I think most of them teams have more attacking players than defensive players. So chances are they're gonna add a player too. There will be a couple of offensive players, a couple of strikers. Look at Germany; they have a lot of midfielders, a lot of strikers.
No, Julian Brandt.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man. Who you're watching for the Euros? Who you think have that best shot, the Euros?
To be honest, Germany is looking really good, but France are the forerunner. France can make 4 squads, 4 good squads with the amount of players they have.
Yeah.
But you can't count out France. They're the front runner. But I like Germany. I do like Germany and the young talent they have. I like the transition or the transmission from not being so relevant to become the vocal point Arsenal team. Kai Havertz, completely different player from when he was at Chelsea. He was now at Arsenal he's unplayable, and at Chelsea, his performances has been fluctuating in and out of the lineup. So, and now he just missed the consistency for Arsenal. The man, Jesus and Nketiah is sitting on the bench.
Sitting on the bench.
Think about that. Just think about that. Gabriel.
That's tough. Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, that's really tough.
Right, he's coming off an injury, but certain players, as them come off an injury, they probably sit them for a game or 2 and then bring them on, and then after that they start starting again. But the team is clicking with Kai Havertz and dropping deep, in back pressing, in pressing in numbers as well. I'm leading the front, like as I'm a lead the press, I'm a lead the charge. So he's been assisting too, and he's physical and he's a presence in the back. So he offer more aerial threat to opposing teams than with Jesus would I do. Obviously, Jesus is more technical as it pertains to his touches and in with shoot, have a right foot, left foot, but Kai Havertz is just a different dimension.
Yeah, he's going to face competition in that German team with Fulker from Dortmund, both players and 12 goals in the domestic league this season. So let's see what Nagelsmann going to do. A very young coach, he's coaching a very. You see, most of them is youngsters, and who is not youngsters in their prime of their career. But I feel like if Germany should go on to do something in that Euro coming in a month from now, or a month and a half, Rudiger, players like Schlotterbeck and those players in the back, they have to turn up. Neuer, those players in the back line, including the keeper, they have to turn up, and it's going to be a headache. How is it that a player like Andre Ter Stegen, Andre Ter Stegen,
Can't get
what's his Neuer, yeah.
What about them?
Like Andre Ter Stegen, what is that now? Like, is to be a goalkeeper and knowing that Neuer is the number one. Like over the years.
And I don't want to say them equally as good, but both of them, none of them are number two. Even though Ter Stegen is the number two, but they're number ones for them respective clubs, right? It's just one of them things that, like, it's just tough. Like, being from Germany, I know probably wishing that mine was Jamaican, he would have been our number one. No knock on our captain or whatnot, but to be put in a situation like that, it's kind of tough. And Nagelsmann have a relationship with most of the Bayern players, and from in time when he was coaching Bayern. So I don't know. It's tough. We have a question for you though. The striker Patrick Schick, right?
Yeah.
Which country you come from?
Is it Switzerland? I think it's Switzerland.
One of those. He's really good. Well, I like him as a target player. I wish he was German.
Yeah.
That would have give them something else to consider up top.
Yeah, but we're gonna get into what we're gonna talk about right now. This whole thing. But I'm looking for the player that you was talking about a while ago. Kevin, you know that person named Tycoon?
Tycoon?
Yeah.
No, but let me see. I can't see comments. I don't know at all. Let me look. No.
He's from Czech Republic.
Oh.
Yeah, Czech Republic, the same team, Peter Czech. Those players so Czech. Yeah, but let's get into it. I feel like that little delay there a while ago kinda, have me way like, I was in the mood to come on live. Yeah, I was really in the mood. I was really in the mood. But before we get any further into what we are going to, let's adjust that this comment. Where it is. Travis. Okay, so this, all right, so Travis. So what happened is, what happened when I was doing, that research, I initially built the thumbnail supposed to be, Tapper and Schaefer, but I recreate back the thumbnail, and then I add but the wrong one that I initially did first, which I supposed to add the other one. So while while Blackwood was talking, I went back on Canva, and that's what I'm doing. But that's my mistake. It's supposed to be Winford, because 12 years ago, that player was 22. Yeah, 12 years ago the player was 22. You know, so let's start that out. You know, I will do that by the end still. I will do that by the end. You know, get that back up. But Blackwood, how important, you know, you ever go through anything like, you know, uncertainty of health issues like mental health?
Yeah. It happened at different stages in their life, especially when it had to deal with football. I remember when I was cut from the youth, was it U15 team? You know, before the team go off to World Cup in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
You kind of it's U15 or U17. I think it was U17.
U17, 2011.
Yeah.
When you didn't get called up.
Huh?
When you didn't get called up to Mexico.
Yeah. It was depressing to a sense where you start questioning your ability, you know?
Yeah.
You start questioning yourself, saying, is it good enough? You know, at times they try to pinpoint things or people for blame, you know, after, you know, but bear in mind that at the time, the two teams that was dominating youth football at the time was Boyz and Cavaliers, right? But yeah, they made it to almost the final round of selections. I knew I did. I just say I gave a really good account of myself. At the time, I don't remember who was playing that much better than me in my position, but I didn't get selected, and it kind of took a toll for me a little bit, you know. And I would most of the time, you know, based on society or the kind of community you live in, I can't hear you.
Me now I empty the clip on that, yeah. So I'm gonna leave that and come back to what you say. So remember, stick to that point. Remember where you stop. But I'm going to get into the interview. Yeah, I'm going to get into the interview. So people, you know, who don't familiar what's really going on, you know, there was an interview on High Performance with Michail Antonio. I saw this interview before I went to bed last night, and I think it published sometime around 5 p.m. I think it happened just before I came on live yesterday. Yeah, but I catch it 6 hours later and I watched the entire interview. Yeah, so you guys can check it out on YouTube after this video finished. But let's get into it. I pick out some of the most important part. It's a hour-long interview, so I picked out some of the most interesting part that, you know, will be a real standout for you guys to listen to. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and get the interview clips rolling right now. So let's connect this.
Resilience is such a big thing in football. You know, we're having this conversation a few days before the end of the season. You know that your manager is leaving with just a couple games left. Who knows what your future holds? There seems to be a constant conversation in the media about the future for Michail Antonio. So how do you learn to deal with uncertainty? Like, does it sit easy with you?
I think it's something that's been part of my life for my whole life. Obviously, growing up, I never went to an academy. I didn't have much funds growing up either. So it's just having to deal. When I was going to school, I went to school in not the best areas. There's loads of gang violence and stuff like that. Then there's people getting stabbed and stuff around. I didn't know if I was going to get into a fight or someone was going to try and rob me. So my whole entire life has always been uncertain whether I constantly had to have my head on a swivel. So I feel like that has prepared me for football. Just constantly got my head on the swivel, constantly need to know what the next best thing and or constantly need to know what I need to do.
Sounds like exhausting.
100%. What I find crazy is in my career, I've had such a great career. I've made a good living for myself. But I always go back to them times thinking, I don't want to go back there. And that drives me, and that keeps pushing me to keep going. Whereas I'm 34 now, most people be like, you'll be on a decline. But people are starting to notice that in my older years, I'm probably, if not getting better, I just keep going because I just want to keep pushing myself and making myself better.
So when you say your head's on a swivel, what are you looking at and what are you looking for?
When my head's on a swivel, it's just constantly wanting to make myself better, constantly wanting to be valued, constantly trying to set new targets and want to reach them. I feel the time you stop setting yourself targets is the time you go on a decline. But then you also need to know when it's time to stop. Like, it's better to stop when your body's working than when your body's shut down and everyone's noticed that you're just scrambling.
So let's talk about your mindset right now, where you're at. I mean, if I think of any player in the Premier League who's had the most speculation about their future the last few years, it feels like it's you. Like, how close have you come to leaving West Ham?
Very close. I think the list was 3-4 years. What people don't really realise, I've been at West Ham now for 9 years. And every single summer, I've been linked to be moved away. The first time I signed for West Ham, I didn't play for 3 months. The January came up. I could have left on loan and gone back to the Championship. I chose not to because I wanted to step myself down in the Premier League and believed I could do it. Then that summer came. I had a good stint playing right back. I had links from top 6 clubs to play right back. I didn't want to play right back, so I refused to do that. I wanted to be a winner. Then I started the season at right back.
Just in a top 6 club, like, are we talking the big names?
I'm talking top 6, definitely top 6. And I believed I was good enough to be an attacking player in the Premier League. Yeah. I didn't want to play right back. Maybe I might have been financially better, but I wouldn't have been enjoying my football. And I think in life, I feel you need to enjoy what you're doing instead of just chasing the money.
And after that, the summer after that?
Summer after that, I managed to get right wing. I was playing right wing. And I was linked away, but that was to a foreign club. Summer after that, my agent's angry at me because he told me to sign a 2-year deal. Had an unbelievable season playing right wing, and then a top 6 club came for me again as a right winger. I'm not too sure whether I'm allowed to say names, so I'm not going to say. My agent said, just don't say that stuff. He's like, say that stuff.
Is that right?
Yeah, so...
Save that stuff for your autobiography. That's what you mean.
So another top 6 club came in for me at right wing, but I got injured. I tore my hamstring. So that one fell through. And just from there, I've always had to fight for my place. New managers came in, then they wasn't too sure about me because I know it. I can say it myself. I'm not the prettiest player. I'm not technically the best. So it's either I'm Marmite, it's either you love me or you hate me. But then I'm the top goal scorer at the club. I'm second place when it comes to assists at the club. I've got so many accolades at the club. People call me a donkey all day, but I get the job done. So I've just constantly been so unsure with everything that's going on that that's why when I say keep your head on the swivel, that's why I constantly have to do it, because I always feel that if I don't perform, I might not have that next opportunity for the next team to come and get me, and then I might be working my way down.
Well, yeah, explain for those of us not in the world of football then, how when you hear speculation that Big 6 team is in for you, how does that happen? How do you know whether that's a genuine inquiry or whether it's just newspaper talk?
So I have an agent, and my agent's like a brother to me. I used to play with him. The craziest thing is I used to play with him when I was younger at Tooting Mitchell. So he'll get a phone call from a club saying that we're interested, then my agent will speak to West Ham and see whether they want to do it or not. And then sometimes he tells me, sometimes he doesn't, because he doesn't want to distract me from my football, or unless he feels that it's something that will drive me, then he will tell me.
And in all of those close calls, was there ever a time where West Ham either accepted a bid or said to you, yeah, you can go?
No. What is quite crazy about West Ham is, what I find quite crazy is most of the summers they've gone to me, you're not for sale. And then there was a couple summers where like, you can leave. And then we get a club interested and they'll be like, no, we ain't selling it. you ain't going. Like last summer was the closest I've ever came to leaving. I had someone there willing to pay over the odds than what the club's asked for. But then obviously I started the season on the high and then they just literally pulled it away from me.
So you said that, you know, West Ham say we want to bring in a new, young, fresh striker, right? Do they actually have that conversation with you and say, like, we're going to go for someone else? Or do you just find out when we find out when it's in the papers or they turn up at the training ground?
No, to be honest, you can feel the vibe. No one comes to you and go, we're going to go young. But you can feel it. As you get older, you can see that they're kind of edging, you can feel that they're kind of edging you out type thing. And then you see that they're getting linked to more and more strikers, and you see that they're getting younger, a different style of play. Then you see the type of players that are coming in. Whereas, is it how you play, or is it different? It's all about the different philosophies, because every manager's coming to play completely different. Pellegrini is completely different to David Moyes. Simon Beach is completely different to Pellegrini. So it's all on their philosophies and whether I fit into it.
When was the last time you feel you played with real, true freedom?
As long as you have the shirt, it's an opportunity to show your abilities on the pitch.
How do you feel when you don't feel you've had a fair opportunity, though, to show yourself? I'm thinking of England as a really good example here.
It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
I feel like if they gave me the opportunity, I would have impressed. But then it's still, for me, it's just down to like, it's opinions again. Like, I feel like someone should always get the opportunity. And if they don't get the opportunity, if they don't do it at the first try, then it's okay to go, you know what, get moved to a side. But to not actually get the opportunity at all, it's very frustrating for me.
And when you had that call up to England into the squad but didn't play, do you go, I don't know, it was under Sam Allardyce, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you go and speak to him and go, give me a chance, give me a shot?
No, to be fair, because he got sacked straight after that, or he resigned straight afterwards.
Yeah.
But to be fair, he came to me straight after the game, and he was like, I wanted to put you on. He's like, I wanted to put you on, but because it was my first game, I needed to go with experience. And that's what he actually said to me, and I respected him fully for that, because I knew he really liked me as a player, and I felt like I was so close. And I got called up 2 more times under Gav Southgate, but obviously both times I never got on the field again. And then I got called up 1 more time after that, but I did my hamstring. And that, why I said that I was never meant to play for England, is because at that time when I got called up, he played every player. He played every single player in his squad that time. And I just feel like I was always meant to play for Jamaica, because when I was 22, Jamaica is who I called up to say I want to play. And they turned me down. The manager turned me down when I was at Sheffield Wednesday, which I found crazy, because I was playing in the Championship and the other players that he was calling up was playing League 2 in my position.
Look at what you said earlier there. At your darkest moments, the one thing you loved was playing for Jamaica. So it was always meant to be, perhaps.
Yeah.
Blackwood, a lot of times the fans them, I say, yo, the Premier League bother them, whosoever in a championship, they waiting and England call up. But this was a man he was at Sheffield. I think he played 2.5 seasons at Sheffield, or 2 seasons. And I want to play for the national team. And he said that the manager turned him down. Yeah. You see the balance now, that people must stop calling the other players a reject, because look at this now. What in this scenario, like, how you put this. But you understand?
But this sort of thing, like there's always rumors. People are like, people, as long as it sounds good, people are gonna take it and run with it. Cause even myself, me never know say at 22 he wanted to play for Jamaica, and Jamaica turned him down, which was crazy, especially the fact that he might play in a championship and them a call up players from League One and League Two.
Yeah.
Which is completely bizarre to me. But Jamaica JFF and them selection process, just expect anything from them. But that's kind of sad though.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad though, especially the fact that you get called up to the national team. It's not a World Cup qualifier. It's not a World Cup game. It's a friendly and everybody else play and you don't. Like that's definitely a send a message. And maybe the reason why you get called up, the coach or whosoever, I think it was him say Sam Allardyce, him say.
Yeah, him said Sam Allardyce was a coach, and he said that he just couldn't play at the time because he wanted to play the experience and that was his first time.
Right? So that just to show you, say, imagine we get called up to the national team together. We play against St. Kitts, right? Yeah. It's a 23-man squad, right? Let them know there, you have a couple more on the bench. And everybody, like a full set up, and then up on the field, come on, man. Come on. That's embarrassing. It's disrespectful. It's demeaning. It's degrading. Like, it's everything that's bad. Like, it's sad for real. Like, well, because for me, Jamaica turned me down already.
Yeah. especially playing in England at the highest level, Premier League.
Well, tell me.
But that for sure, you have players in England that have the commitment to come and play. So we have to be careful and we really question their commitment. Because last week, me and Daniel and Ryan was on the show, and Daniel asked Ryan a question about Michail Antonio, about his commitment. Because what happened is, I think he got injured in the Nations League quarterfinal first leg, and I think he pulled out of the Nations League knockout round, so the semi-final and the final, third and fourth. Yeah, and him and Kudus pulled out from the both national team because they having a little knock. So Pooh was saying that he don't know if he really commit to it. But look, the man got turned on when he was at 22. He scored, he played 78 games for Sheffield and scored 17 in between 2012 and 2014. You understand? So the man come and play. This is a man that got turned up. This is a story, brother. Blackwood, you see, when I watch the thing last night, I hear that in the hours, brother, me get up off of my bed and hold my head and say, Papa Jesus.
I say him have, like, him is a bigger person than me. Because from you 17 days on the Miss Allen never represent a man.
But he opened up about him situation, what he was going through and stuff like that. At West Ham, he said that he's playing for 9 years at West Ham, and every season, even up to his first season, that he didn't say that, but he said it also in an interview. I didn't pull up that clip, but he said even in his first season, he was out for his first 3 months, and when January come, there's like, you should leave the club. You understand? So he's a legend at the club. I think he played in 4 European tournaments. I think he played 3 times in the Europa League and 1 time in the Conference League. He was a massive part last season for them play and go on to the final in the Conference League against Fiorentina. He's West Ham leading goal scorer in the Premier League. Also, he is West Ham Player of the Year 2016 and 2017, and he got named in the Europa Conference Team of the Season last season. So Look, this man,
That's
this man.
tough. That's tough. Like, you know, it's hard to make an all-star team. Like, you have to be like performing week in, week out. You have to be up there with as it pertains to numbers, stats, assists, scoring, or impacting the game in any way.
Yeah.
So thumbs up to him. We're glad him come out and clear the air a little bit about you know, him not being a England reject and him actually choose Jamaica first. He actually chose Jamaica first. And then Jamaica turned him down and then
you know, I think he have done an interview also, you know, he said that when he was a boy, you know, him and his parents him come to Jamaica often, you know, and he even sit down and watch the JPL in the bus. You get what I say? So this is a man who used to be active, and him say, since recent, you know, when he started to become, you know, a full professional, start to play for Forest, you know, and Sheffield, coming up, leading up to West Ham, that little vacation spell in Jamaica kind of cut off because, you know, him is a busy man now. So whenever he get a little break, he have to go enjoy and do what he need to do. So he have less time to go there and there.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, man, look, this man is a club legend at West Ham. Trust me, you know, it's just unfair to how the people them sometimes treat him, call him a donkey. You know, you get what I say, brother? Like, it's not fair. And look at how they dealing with David Moyes. Like, this is a man that won the Conference League last season. And them actually, how them found out that he was leaving, and he said it's through Sky Sports like everybody else. You get what I said? No, the manager himself not even know. The manager found out by Sky Sports. The man interview managers, but during the season, just a month ago. That's a high look. David Moyes having flaws. David Moyes having ways of how he play the team. Yeah, it's negative. But again, that's his playing style. You just cannot change it. That's his playing style.
Working, and I like West Ham finish night. Which about West Ham Day night table now?
West Ham Day night top off.
Exactly. It's not like you. I don't remember a season where West Ham are fight for relegation or them weird.
Last season they were closely down there. Look at it, Blackwood. Last season they were right around the mix, but not in that red zone. Yeah, but they right around the mix, and they won the European trophy that season.
That adds to them.
You get me? Like each time they look around, them see the team them in a relegation zone, and then Thursday again they have to play a Europe game. Conference. So the man might play Thursday, Friday for most part of the season.
Sports not fair, you know. Sports is like life, it's not fair. Cause just like them say, yo, you can play good this season, or a player can get traded or sold or whatever, and you don't know about it. You find out through the media. That's bad. A lot of people, even at the NBA, to not sidetrack or whatnot. A man said, I think it was Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, I wanted him to say, if I not say get traded, like in the arena, like in the arena, I watch a game on film team when I'm injured. And then I get text on the phone, say, oh, you're up on, you know, TNT, they might talk, say, get traded. So I just, so like most of the organizations, them don't have no loyalty. And that displayed to us earlier today when, you know, David Moyes find out through Sky Sports said he not have a job at the end of the season after just coming off a victorious season and in the UEFA Conference League.
Yeah. Boy, that's just crazy, bro. And you know when David Moyes picked up his team, Manuel Pellegrini was a coach.
When I run it to the ground.
I run them to the ground. And guess who them are got hired as them say a pre-contract? I don't know if it's 100% official. Lopetegui, a manager that failed in I think he was coaching Real Madrid at the time. He was coaching even Wolves. You get me? I said, look, may I tell you, you see next season coming, if they not have, you know, this is gonna be the first time in around a decade, them not gonna have a Michail Antonio, a relegation zone them gonna fight. May I tell you, you know? But look at it, man.
I'm gonna take them out fight relegation though. Depends the coach come in the ground.
Hey, you remember that super team that Manuel Pellegrini have with Payet after leaving Upton Park? Okay, that was a really good team. You know, but I think I have 10 minutes more to go in at the interview, you know. I have 10 minutes left of clips that I put out. You're gonna run it. You're gonna run it and come back. Yeah, and come back to that.
We've had a really amazing conversation about mental health and therapy. What would you say to someone that's listened to this conversation? They're contemplating therapy, but they're scared.
I think it'd be the best thing that you'll ever do in your life. I feel it's a life changer. And I don't feel it's something that you should do just because you're down. I think it's something you should do in life. Like, it helps you to shape, it helps you concentrate, and helps you just line things up. So even if things are going well for you in life, I think it just helps you line things up.
Because you also do incredible things together. Like, I think of, you know, you delivering this European trophy for West Ham. You know, that is a memory that you and those teammates of yours will have forever. And I know for a fact that in 20, 30 years' time, you'll all be going back to the stadium for dinners and celebrations for winning that European trophy. Can we talk about how incredible that felt?
Do you know what's crazy about that is I was probably in one of my worst times in my life then. One of the worst times, obviously, I was going through my divorce and stuff. And I honestly couldn't get my head around it. It wasn't until probably December this year where I was like, when I was in a better place, where I was like, oh my God, I've won a European Championship. Literally, after we won, the whole team went out, the gaffer went out, got steaming. A couple of boys didn't sleep for 2 days, just got drunk for 2 days. I was asleep on the coach. I went back to the hotel.
The night that you won the trophy?
The night we won the trophy. So we were on the coach on the way back. I was asleep on the coach. I was just mentally drained because of everything else going on outside of my football. And then I went back to the hotel. I went to sleep while everyone was out partying.
Seems such a shame.
Like, honestly, it was crazy because I'm a party animal. Like, if you know me, I love a night out, I love a drink, party animal. And I thought after the game that would have been me. But by the time we literally partied in the changing rooms and we left and got on the coach, I was just so drained, I fell asleep.
So what was the overriding emotion then?
The overriding emotion, it was just literally, the game was over, my adrenaline shut down, and then I was like, I'm back in the shit, basically. I'm back in actually life. And it just hit me on the coach, and I was just like, I'm going home. I'm going to bed.
It's amazing. I think the thing that I think about when you talk about the truth behind being a footballer, which is what this is really about, is the criticism that gets thrown away at footballers. You know, if they're not performing, they get incredible criticism. Yet no one knows what's going on behind the scenes, the things that you're telling us now, the divorce, the mental health challenges, the therapy, praying to be injured, wanting time away from the game. What is that seemingly constant stream of criticism like as a footballer?
To be fair, it kind of just, as time goes by, you kind of see it's just part of the parcel. Like, literally, there's going to be comments, no matter how you play. If you play well, you play bad, there's going to be a negative comment out there. So you kind of get used to it. There was one guy on my Twitter, when I started for West Ham, no matter how I played, even when I scored 4 goals, he said to me, he always said after every game, you're a donkey. And he just constantly said it to me. And to be fair, it never got to me. I always found it, I was like, what a guy. Like, the commitment you have to send a message every week, I was like, it's like you probably had a problem. But like, it's just the game. Everyone has an opinion. One thing with football, it's crazy compared to every other sport, is everyone wants to have their say, no matter what. And the most negative things are the ones that ring everywhere. Everyone wants to be negative in football. Whereas, I won't even say football, I say probably England. Whereas when you go into Spain, when you go to Germany, when you go to Italy, they try and spin things more positively. Whereas in England, they want anything where it could be spin in a bad way. That's the stuff that's going to go out. That's the stuff that's going to get the press. That's the stuff that's going to make you get more jobs. The negativity sells here, whereas anywhere else, it's the positive stuff that gets.
And how important were your family when your career was forged? I believe that your mum prevented you from going on a trial, right?
Yeah, so I was going on a trial to Spurs when I was 14. Obviously, I live in South London, Spurs in North London. When she found out that I'd be getting home between 11, 12 o'clock at night and I'll have school the next day every night, she was like, nah, not a chance. Like, education is more important than football because you can't guarantee you're going to make it. But she was also the person that was always buying my boots, making sure I had the opportunity to go play football. And I thought my life was over because my first opportunity to actually get an opportunity to get into an academy. I was like, football's done, I'm finished. But I feel like it's probably the best thing that she probably did for me because it gave me that resilience. It gave me the opportunity to be a child as well. Because all these boys that are in academies they've been living this footballer's life from the age of 11, 12. And I'm not going to lie, it is exhausting. Exhausting. Like my son now is at City Selects and literally he's training 2 times a week and then he's training with his school team and then he's training or with a Roots team. He's training like 4 or 5 times a week. And there's times where he was like, I want to go for a sleepover. And my ex will be like, but you've got football in the morning, so you might have to stay in this one. And he's missing out on opportunities where when I was younger, I was out with my mates. I was doing all the things that I could do. And it wasn't until I turned 18, which is technically a grown man now, where I got signed and then I had to buckle down. And I got to enjoy my childhood, and now I've got to enjoy my adulthood as a footballer.
So when you look at these kids that have been in academies, what do you feel that they have that you don't? But equally, what do you have that they don't?
I have a hard shell. That's one thing that I've learned that I've done because I constantly got the nose. And when I got my nose, it made me go harder. And I constantly just wanted to constantly push myself. When someone said no to me, go, I'll prove you wrong. When someone next person said no to me, I'll go, okay, I'll prove you wrong. And that's what I'm keep doing now because every time a manager's come in and gone, you're not my cup of tea, I was like, well, you're going to play me. And in my head, I'm like, you're going to play me. And every manager that's come in has eventually played me. And I think that's one of my biggest achievements that I've had in my career is the fact that every single person that has come in and they've put me to a side at the beginning, by the end of the season, I'm either, if I'm not number 1 on the list, I'm number 4. And I'll be playing week in, week out.
And you feel that was forged from coming up through park football and playing in non-league?
100%, because I'm so used to being pushed aside. I'm so used to people telling me no. And that I had to prove to them how good I am. I have to prove to them that I can get the job done. And that's given me that resilience that I need in my career.
Tell us the emotion of the day you played in the Premier League for the first time and how that felt.
To be honest, I'm a very laid-back person, so yeah. I wasn't nervous or anything. I was quite chilled, and especially with the last 10 minutes at the Etihad, I knew I wasn't going to get much of the ball. So I kind of went on left wing. I basically played left back. And then after that, I didn't touch the field for 3 months. So I don't know what I did in the last 10 minutes, but but Simon Billich wasn't feeling it. And then all the right backs got injured. And then I ended up playing right back. And that's when I was nervous because my whole entire life, I was an attacking player. I either played left, right, or up front. I've never been a defensive player in my life. So coming on at right back to start a game right back in the Premier League, when I've never played in the Premier League really, I was just like nervous.
So when did you find out you were going to be playing at right back?
In the week, because he started training me to play there because all the right backs got injured and there was no one else to play.
So take us to, you go home, you sort of start on your own. What are you saying to yourself that gives you that confidence that you can go and do it on Saturday?
I always believe in myself. I always say, look, it's an opportunity to play in the Premier League. You're getting an opportunity to start in the Premier League. Just go out and show what you can do. It's as long as you have the shirt, it's an opportunity to show your abilities on the pitch.
Blackwood, as a player, you know, play at some level, especially at indoor right now, yeah. All you deal with uncertain when you know that you're going into a new season that you might not be that player next season. I can't hear.
So, you think of it this way, right? Think about where I'm at now versus where I was before, right? Last year, obviously, I was doing something the prior years to get me where I was last year. So you have to constantly remind yourself, so I am the man. Yeah, I am that dude. I am him. I can get the job done. And just, I just feel like that is because I am so competitive in that essence where I like to prove things to people, right? If a man say, I can't take him one-on-one, but that's not right for my mind, the whole car ride back or whatnot. Say, some say, all right, then some can't take him one-on-one. Tomorrow, I just go take him one-on-one. Tomorrow. So, whatever it may be, if I need to study him a little bit, say, raise my foot to the right, and like bite to the left and things like that. But for me, mainly, I just always think about where I'm at versus where I'm coming from. So, that's just like what him said, just another obstacle where we have to overcome.
Is it draining though?
It is draining. But guess what? You sign up for it, right? You sign up for it. Sports is draining. Life is draining.
Yeah.
People testing your coaches, life testing, everything is draining. You just have to, deal with it. Like you can't afford. A lot of the times, them don't get me wrong, but by the time them I think like maybe I should give up or maybe I should just fold now. Maybe it's just a time for just hang out the boots or maybe just like not working out this time. Because remember last year for the crunch, I've been a really good player, indoor, outdoor, whatnot. But I remember for the crunch last year, I was battling at infantry. And I think I scored 2 goals or 3 goals all season with 2 assists. Coming out of the season before that, I think I had like 14 goals and like 9 assists. And because of the injury, I might be able to perform up to expectation. People start saying like, yo, I'm fat and can't move, like, good again, like,
Yeah.
And then you just have to, like I'm saying, you just have to look back on your credential, you have to look back on your achievement and just use that as fuel for motivator going forward. I was like, something why I'm having these outline performances now. Like, there's no way in one season me supposed to score less than 10 goals.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I am not getting the chances and things like that. The team set up plays and stuff like that for me. But, you're the fact say, just like them say, it's either you shut it down before your body tell you say you can't go no more. But my body was just telling me at that point, say, you need the rest. And I should have done that, but how we go with ball. We just say, we're not playing today, and then next thing you know, we're running around in gym spots playing. So, but yeah, that's how I deal with it.
But he have said something that I think I agree with that about the youth them, especially his son. Have to be training 4 or 5 times a week. Yeah. You remember how much time us as a youngster, especially even when you're on even shift, we have to get up early before we go to school and play ball on the road. Yeah, we have to make sure so we do look at house chores and all them thing there. And then, step outside and play ball. We go to school even a little bit early. Even shift, we have to play ball again. You understand? And then right after school, we are even leave school early for God training. So, things like that, I not understand where he might come from with that. About
what he was doing was comparing and contrasting his life with his son's life. You can't do that. We're younger. Your kids are gonna be younger, they're gonna have full of energy, and all that. I remember when we were playing for Marvel, we used to train every single day leading up to the game on Saturday. And Monday to Friday, we maybe get Friday off, but sometimes Friday would be like a light training, shooting drill and everything. But the traveling and stuff like that, it's still exhausting. But bear in mind, sometimes, even before we even go training 3 o'clock, we are playing about 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning on the streets or wherever. And that's just a part of it as a kid growing up. Like, you just have to make the kids and be kids. But a ton of energy when they need for, let out or release, but with him saying the kid that train 2 times, 4 times a day, then
But I mean, the more you train, it's the better you can get. Is he saying, yo, his son, I think he said he want to go over, maybe some friend house. And then he Missy said, remember, you got school and practice tomorrow. Like, what kind of go over at that age you talk about, brother?
yeah,
Understand?
yeah, you have parents like that. But remember, just like I always tell people, say if me if born over, me go born at Jamaica again. Cause I just love how my parents raised me. Cause there's no way my mom would have said, even though she'd have said, yo, you have school in the morning, but that doesn't stop me from go play or go train or whatever. She might maybe say you can't go to party because you have school or ball in the morning. But besides, we go hang out with a friend. No. But this one, the young man, right, it's funny. So basically, at the start of every Reggae Boys match, we should chant, no Michail Antonio, you can't score a chicken, you promote. Not necessarily like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. But I mean, bro, it's kind of real. But do you ever having relationship problem and in a current season, especially schoolboy Money Cup? I had it when I was playing Coles. I had that.
Yeah, but at that time, for me, football was my escape. It was my safe event. So once me
but it never affect me that much.
Once me go stand up on this field and I warm up on me hear the crowd, I say, Ray, the first couple, Ray, them start cussing Bado and whatnot. That's it, man. I'm in our zone. But you say the moment that final to the blow and, I say, man, I got them girl and them family and things, everything like that. You're like, oh shit, never go home to this, like, never go deal with this, like, I just, but some people, for some players though, like I said, 7 months are a different mind. Everybody's wired different. And some people deal with it different. Some people I go through with girlfriend, man, can't do the kick, can't do the control the ball today. Somebody, I just not go on their life until a time to go home.
But indeed say it still in the interview too, he may say, yo, football was him escape, Football was his escape, but after a time, everything just get heated up on him. He just decide that, yo, I have to see somebody, and him say, yo, the moment him step into that room, tears just start flooding him eye. Everything just let out, and just feel a different man again. You understand? So everybody, affect a different way. But I have one more piece that I want to play, and this one is very interesting. This one is the last piece. It's very interesting, and I'm going to play that piece right now for you guys.
Boys. So what is it like then? That feeling when you think I just don't love it or I've fallen out of love with it?
It's literally as soon as you start getting paid for it, as soon as your life depends on it, as soon as you have people constantly berating you and criticizing you, it becomes a job. So it doesn't matter how good it is, it doesn't matter how much you love the game, it becomes an actual job for you.
And when did you realise that you were starting to fall out of love with it? Was there a certain moment when that awareness dawned on you?
It was, I could tell you the exact moment, it was December 22, where literally I played, who did we play? I can't remember the game, but just in December 23, where I played a game. I think we even won the game, but I didn't have the best of games. And I was just like to myself, I'm not enjoying football. Like, I'm just...
During the game?
During the game, I was like, I'm really not enjoying this. I just felt quite negative, which I'm a very positive person myself. So I felt quite negative towards it and stuff, but I was trying to shrug it off, and I couldn't. And then I finished the game, which the next thing I don't do is I never go on Twitter after a game. I never go on Instagram after a game. I normally just step away from it, especially if I had a bad game. But I saw myself, I was like, I need to go on it. I went on it, I just saw loads of negative comments like, he's done, he needs to finish, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I actually thought to myself, maybe I should. And then I was like, nah, pull yourself out. I'll keep going and keep trying. I didn't score from December until I think it was March, April times. And I just felt like run down. Before I got injured, I had a bad game. And I can't remember where it was. And then I went with Jamaica because I was enjoying football with Jamaica for some strange reason.
People hear the man say, him having a rough spell and going away with Jamaica, him enjoy. That's it. That's where his pleasure comes from during this downtime. So I want to leave Michail Antonio alone, you know. Yeah, I want to leave him alone, you know. I'm gonna play it back.
From December until I think it was March, April times. And I just felt like run down. Before I got injured, I had a bad game. And I can't remember where it was. And then I went with Jamaica because I was enjoying football with Jamaica for some strange reason. But I actually prayed for an injury. I was like, I just want to get injured. I want to be injured. I want some time off. I don't know what, I don't know how long I want, but I want time off away from football. And then I went with Jamaica and I did my medial.
You know, that almost sounds like a challenge with your mental health, really.
Yo, the man pray and his dream come true, you know? Brother, the man pray and his dream come true. Blackwood, what may I read from this, brother? The man basically want injury because guess what? In November, the next FIFA window, and March, way down in close to April. And the man will say, I enjoy football when I play for the REGGAEBOYZ. That's when him enjoy, man said for some strange reason, him enjoying football. Bro, the man could have been, the man, nah lie, bro. The man could have just be honest and say, look, when I even went to international duty, I wasn't even enjoying it. But for some reason, the man enjoy football with Jamaica. That was his local scapegoat, brother, from life.
In a national camp, you can see it doing it. Even when, remember when we in Canada the other day for watch against Canada. So the vibe with the man at the hotel, like, the locker room, like, it's a vibe. You know them say always, the Jamaicans are happy people. And you can see the man them win and the man them dance and everything.
Bruh, the man saying, this is a man who have got through a whole lot of stuff, brother, with his missus and family reason. But for some reason, it's strange him having him best time when him put on the black, green, and gold. So you see, sometimes we have to be careful at how we speculate on certain players, you know. And look, you see, you hear what him say? Not that clip, but previous clip that I played. After them won the Euros, a lot of players went out and got drunk for 2 days. On their way back, he was out of it, sleeping on the couch, back to the hotel. And that was May. And when was Gold Cup? A few months later, and the man still come represent to brother in a Gold Cup. The man could have called out, you know. And say, I got to whatever I got to, you know.
Yeah, the man tell us if I West Ham him would have called out.
You get what I say? The man came in a Gold Cup. I mean, he never bang in the goals and what he want, but him work, him socks off up front. You get what I say? So that show you say, yo, sometimes I have to speculate. And look, you can even go back to that Leon Bill interview, you know, and I really want to dig up that little worm around the saying, you know. Remember him saying, it get too much. Maybe him probably I got to something like that too.
Listen,
but we don't know.
He's pressured. Like,
you know? But yeah, no, he's pressured. But you know, as a footballer, you're going to get a lot of pressure.
No, but
That's a part of the job.
to a point where it's getting to him, because guess what? No matter what this man I do, them are gonna say, yo, Ray, you know, him supposed to, when him on the field, Jamaica supposed to win every game. You know, and while it's highly likely, it's not it's not likely. If you get to me, I say. Because we don't know, like we don't know. It's just something with Leon Bailey in the national colors where.
But me just I say,
No,
maybe, just maybe, you know, maybe
no,
something could have. You get what I say? Like him just feel drained in that environment. But
Yeah.
me not say it's an excuse. You get what I say? Him himself even done a whole heap of a crap in an interview the way him say stuff, but we don't really want to go around that stuff. You get what I say? But you just look, you have to respect the man. And even look Blackwood. You know, man, you know, when you have time, just watch the full interview. You will have a better understanding. As much as Michail Antonio is seeing therapists right in the current moment, yeah. The man, I tell you, say, he might enjoy himself, yeah. You know, like some people, the man now find an excuse. The man just say, look, he might just take care of himself because he need a little bit of assistance. He need a little bit of help. You understand? Him say, yo, growing up, look, in a Jamaica, we know so when you ever see a man with a therapy, your mind, a madman alone. When I say, a madman alone. You see, but the man basically I say, yo, look, him just a search for help, but in a really I find a downfall of poor performances. He's just going through something. You get what I say? So what you said, every person is entitled to the truth. Leon Bailey is entitled to his truth, period. You know, no, we're not saying entitled to him.
Where am I saying right? Where am I saying everybody's entitled to the truth, but which is real, which is for real. Leon Bailey is under some pressure, right? And just like Antonio, he was under pressure, and with all the criticism, then with the kind of fans them say some hurtful thing them to the ball of them doing, and we did it. And remember, we witnessed it first time playing in a Jamaica. You witness it. People, the man them said the most hurtfulest things to the players them in the stands.
Yeah.
We try playing in our Arnett versus Boyz Town, our Arnett versus Tivoli. Try playing some of the toughest places ever play Arnett, Boyz Town, Watertown, Tivoli.
Yeah.
And out of Abbeville to a lesser extent. So and then they get here, but now remember with social media and everything, like
people can just inbox you.
People can just inbox you or just take it and say things to you. And say things that you and your family, and then we don't have a problem when you criticize about them towards football.
Yeah, but
I get personally,
don't get too personally.
Exactly. So it definitely I get to some of the ball of them, and in which it should and it will, because guess what? At the end of the day, much millions of make a year or much thousands a year or whatever, them are human being too. You see me?
Yeah.
And I just say go.
But yo, the people them beat Antonio in a Gold Cup, you know? Which me not have a problem, you know. But as I said, don't get it personally. But then look where the man I got through, but the man never really make it be an excuse. The man just ball out, see me. You get what I say? And him fouled him. But my God, Blackwood, you ever pray for get injured?
No, because though I'm injured and I don't like it. No.
Bro, the man pray to get injured.
I'm gonna tell you what I prayed for do one time. So my first year in a college, I made it to the semis, right? But if anybody know college football work, you do overtime, then it go 15 minutes of overtime, goal and goal though, right? And it was minus 18 degrees in Michigan. Remember my first time?
I remember that game.
Out of dirty trench town, out of dirty river in America.
In Michigan.
Cool, like,
10.
My finger them and then thing them. I was pray to lose. I'm say, Father God, if they going to score, make them score early. And when they score, make them score early. We don't want to score the last
minute.
13, and then what the man them did, score the last 13 seconds like that. And then, on the clock. And then
that was a quarterfinal, right?
No, semi-final.
It was semi-final?
Yeah.
Conference semi-final.
Huh?
Conference
Yeah. That's my first season. But yeah, I never pray for injury yet. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah. You know, but look, we not, look, next up sports, Khan is having some look conflict, like I say that. But, look, the man them used to certain criticism, yeah, but, it just get to a way, when the man them start forgot, the man them personal life. You get what I say? When them start going at the man in personal life. But like boo and say, yo, Bala, play good today. I want to come off a man field. Them thing there are not really nothing bad. But when you tell the man about them look personal issues, especially, hey, you see all the face how your fans are coming on it garden and the ras. Brother, all your father, your sister, your uncle, everybody. Yo, brother. So, I just, I personally go to MLS games and, I don't see anything in MLS like what I have witnessed in Jamaica. In Jamaica, it's cruel. It is cruel. The referee them, oh my God, the referee them get the most sight, brother. You get what I say? So, but, I mean, every man deal them issues different, and everybody are human, but, again, man, I want to say, something that we never touch on. He said about top 6 clubs that came in for him, but it was for the option of playing at right back.
Yeah.
And he said that was an offer that could change his life, where he could have been more financially stable at this moment. We know Kevin Blackwood finished 2013 Money Cup final.
Yeah.
He went to Cleveland State. He started out play in the midfield. Chop and change in Cleveland, but the big changes happen when you transfer, in your senior year to go to Ohio State and you're playing at right back. Like, how you make that transition? Like, as Michail Antonio said, look, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because it can damage my happiness. I want to enjoy playing my football. How you find happiness from transition out from, the midfield to the right back to Ohio State?
For me, as long as me out there play ball, I'm happy. It may be not like my natural position or whatever, but me have some coaches. I'm not gonna name any names. But I thank God for them said way. They used to play me with a position certain way, saying that you're too slow for being a my middle and my park me I put you out wide, right? Yeah. But when them put me there, so put me here, so put me out of place, and then say, oh, them I make me well rounded.
Yeah.
The mere fact say, at Cleveland State, I was able to play central, the 10, play right, I can play left, I play center forward, center back, right back, left back. The coaches them at Jamaica who was just playing me out of position, out of spite. Never know say how them actually make they well rounded. So when the transition from Cleveland State to OSU now, I'm just fitting smoothly. Like, remember, I'm offensive minded, but I also can defend. So it was just easy. And then when the coaches, them kind of make the team around the outside backs or the players them on the outside. So I had like a rule to just bomb forward, take players on, put crosses in, and that one of my talents to can cross the ball, can pass the ball, and then again a little bit of speed, a little bit of quickness playing on the outside. It was for me, it was different, but like I said, several months, every different mind. So
Michail Antonio is a well-rounded player. You have played at right wing back. You have played left wing, right wing, center forward. He have played almost literally everywhere on the pitch. But you think this man is a West Ham club legend? The highest?
For me, if you been at a club so long, right? It doesn't matter how much time them try to get rid of you, but then they get rid of you, and you still perform year in, year out, months in, months out. Of course, he's a club legend. He's there almost a decade. You know how much man the last 2 years at that club?
A man that have uncertain at West Ham since in the Premier League 9 years.
So much
You know him
uncertainty.
have an option. You know him have an option left on in contract where it can trigger.
Yeah, stay and go out, play option. But for a man under so much uncertainty throughout his whole tenure at the club, it's truly a legend, guys. And I would say a lot of people would break, would have just, yeah. And that,
the man said every manager literally come in and say, look, you're leaving. And guess what? Why them for look at him and play again? You get what I say? Look,
so
it's a very interesting interview, but it's a lot of funny things in it. You guys can go watch it, man. Yeah, you guys can go watch it.
One of the things, there's positives from it tonight. There's definitely positive. There's definitely positives from that interview because when your man come look for me and tell me, say, it's kind of, I remember, I think it was August like 21st. But never forget this day, August 21st, 2014. Kirk Howard, the Cleveland State assistant coach. The man looked me dead in them time I just come to Cleveland State and I play like complete crap. The man looked me dead in my eye and say, a lot of you guys are gonna be here next year.
I remember that. I remember that.
I
remember that.
Because the whole the whole group are play like crap, man, and the man say, and the man looked me dead in the eye because at the time I was on a full scholarship. So you guys are the man who up on full scholarship are the quickest to go. And I take up 2 or 3 right spot.
Especially international spot. D1 school at that time, bro. You take up an international spot, it's vital.
Vital. The man say, a lot of you guys are gonna be here next year. So all right, so 5 o'clock in the morning, get up a morning time, go and do my sprints and running. I'm going to prove him wrong. And I did prove him wrong. He never liked me.
Yeah.
Him did have to play me. Because I've got answer to a lot of people. Why is this that man play? Like, you know, I have this money out there. But Antonio,
that's the link. That's the link, you know, to the Michail Antonio interview. You guys can watch it when you guys are done. When we finish, you know, about to wrap up now, man. You know, but it's a really good interview. He have said though to he have 3 more years in him. He said he think he have 3 more years in him left to play at the highest level, and then you know he might call it a day. That's right after the World Cup, the season after the World Cup. Jamaica make it to the World Cup. Michail Antonio should be in the squad for all he have go through and rejection from the REGGAEBOYZ national team.
I like that. No, like that. But if Jamaica make it to the World Cup, when we make it to the World Cup, I have faith in them, you know.
When we got the World Cup, this man have to be in the team. This man have to be in the team. You know, I feel like FIFA have to stretch the pool, the squad pool to 26. So what if anything can joke? With the expansion, and we're playing at the Heat over here, watch. It's an expand, man. 26 players, man, squad FIFA are going to shoot out for the World Cup.
Would you mind them expand it to 30? So some of them... because my mommy never have a chance, gotta listen so smart. But
yeah, a man must have a chance. A man must have a chance. You know, you have anything that you know before we close out you have to say?
No, just for real, like mental health in a football is important, right? And players, like, we get it, say, oh, you know, as youths growing up in society, there's this notion that you're not supposed to, you know, show no weakness, or you're not supposed to stumble, or, you know, things like that. As human beings, we all go through things. You know, it'll be up and down. You know, like them say, hills and valleys and things like that. But when I go through something, you just talk to somebody for real, because trust me, definitely help. Just try it, you know, and see if you don't feel like that, especially some of the players them who was being under a lot of scrutiny and, you know, things like that. Just go back to some of the childhood coaches them, man, and have conversations with them, man.
Yeah.
so much. It definitely helped, guys. Trust me, if I never feel my community, Trenchtown and slash Rema, whatever, to think about, because there's times in a college I was thinking about giving up. And just for the thought about where the people I mean I Rema are gonna say, boy, I couldn't manage it and come there where I kick ball over me. Yeah, and I mash up my fence and everything. So so quitting and being depressed was never it.
Yeah, man. Especially you're getting rejection from your own country. That's on the next level. It's in, bro. It feels to get rejected from your country, brother.
Mm.
It feels.
Getting rejected from a woman is hot for some man. Imagine in a country where you are play for. Them reject, but one thing we know, big up to Antonio though, he's a bigger person than I am. See ya! If they reject me the first time at 22, I know me have a name for myself.
Listen, the football guru has said nobody knows if Antonio will make our World Cup squad. If Greenwood come, Nichols keep scoring and someone else get hot, he is out. He is a good club baller, but I don't much for Jamaica.
Listen, for me, football guru, we need Antonio in our squad. We need
you need that.
We need this other thing. We need all the firepower we can in the squad because Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Damari Great, them all give it different dimensions, give the opponent different looks. There's times when we are going to be able to play against a team where we have, 3, 4, 5 big players in the back and we can play Michail Antonio and Boyz up top where 2 players will be able to score and pressure defender them, hold the ball up for the midfielders them to come and join and things like that. We're going to need that.
Yeah.
And also we can put Leon Bailey and them are the great players to put up there by themselves to play, say, oh, them man are going to do the job for me. No, they need help and they need bodies like them too. So we're going to need Antonio. He must have set a skill set where some of our players did not have.
You're going to need him, man. Look, you see, I just fix star ball, to the World Cup, because, look, Greenwood can come in and it not work out to him. But I'm glad they use the word still. If Antonio is a Jamaican, Greenwood is not yet a Jamaican until he really get that passport. You hear me I say? And put on that jersey. So, I'm glad they use that word, if. But look, it's not all about the stars. You have to set up a squad of players that are going to coordinate together. You understand? Players are going to complement each other. Especially, you need experience, you need youthful, and also you need commitment. Players are going to work hard.
Most
importantly,
right now, we need to create a system. We need to implement a system.
No, you need all of that in a system.
The players them who have right now at our disposal so them can succeed, so them can flourish. And coach for the system we implement and the philosophy we work by that he's working by and the mere fact say all players accountable now, I like that. So Liam Bailey then I roll and whatnot, it's tough to leave you out of the squad, but you're supposed to own me I know and know say yo just come back in and come be the man, I can pick up this man player. I know it's heavy, your back probably I bend look a bit, but just come do it.
Yeah, man. People, that was the little Michail Antonio interview roundup of what happened in that interview. So, you guys can go over there. It's an high performance on YouTube. So, you guys, the link is in. I think I have. Yeah, the link is here. The link is here. So you guys can also go and watch it. It's a very interesting. They have said a lot. But I just picked out some of the important things and that, I think the fans would love to hear. So, really appreciate you guys tonight. Yeah, this is the 3rd consecutive live of the week. Yeah, so it's do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but tomorrow will be no live. Tomorrow will be no live tomorrow. Yeah, no man, I have things to take care of, man. I have things to take care of. Yeah, I have things to take care of. Yeah, so I mean. If we never have things to take care of, they are the life. But you know, sometimes certain things come up and you have to just make sure say you take care of that and you know it don't go to waste. But I mean, what more can we say or what more can we do? You know, this is a part of our daily life. This is like our job. You get me? I say we are analysts, you know, we come like a pundits, you know. This is the new generation of pundits. You get me? I say free speech to everybody. And I like 30, 40 years ago when you only can dream to do stuff like this. You get me? I say so. It's World Cup time and everyone is having that fever. Yeah, everyone is having that fever. Everyone is feeling back that you say the 90s feelings leading up to the 98 World Cup qualifier. But people just remember, go out and support the Reggae Boys. Yeah, go out and support the Reggae Boys. It's very interesting. Yeah, we need those 6 points to carry on over to Copa America. Because if we get them 6 points, a 6 points we are getting a group to against Mexico. Whoever want you 6 points, you gotta take that.
I could have Brazil CT and then come where I
Yeah, man, we gotta take that one. We gotta take that 3 points, man. You know, but yeah, man, Blackwood, you know, respect for pulling through again. You know, we gotta watch the basketball.
Alright.
Watch basketball.
That's
You know, God, Harris said, Antonio top baller. Boy, getting her, yeah. But still, I think about it from last night in the Blackwood.
Big baller Antonio, killer.
But still, I think about it last night in the brother.
In the Premier League.
You can imagine a man playing a championship and got rejected and still have the will to come for him call up.
Listen, me I tell you Antonio is a bigger person than me. Cause see ya, man. I can't remember my peak. I get towards my peak, I get towards my prime, I tell me say, you know what I mean? And I may have the option to play for England. Oh, bye.
You say I'm in England, I want to try.
So I should love Jamaica, yeah.
Love Jamaica, man. You see, the man love Jamaica. Love it, man. Some people that say, oh, he want to play in a World Cup. Yeah, he want to play in a World Cup, but he love the country.
But Sterling smart.
Yeah.
Sterling smart.
Yeah. So World Cup.
One time, I said Sterling supposed to come in at the Whitney there.
3 World Cup. Sterling get 3 World Cup. He went to Brazil, right? As a youngster. Yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, he got 3 World Cup, I think.
Sterling.
Euros.
Sterling lucky. No, he should have come back to Liverpool and gone at Chelsea. If they make enough money about Man City, come back to Liverpool. You see that?
Yeah, man. Another man who love Jamaica to a storage, you know? Man, the whole heap for Spanish Town. Yeah, man, Daniel Storage, man, the man, they love Jamaica. All heap of them love Jamaica. You know, enough of them man, them really chippy, you know. Holiday time, you know, but them just come in and, you know, below the radar where, you know, can't bother with the whole heap of animosity and excitement. Look, man, you see the thing we are circling around on social media with Shakira Richards went to the meet at Jamaica and sit in bleachers.
Yeah.
She not even run. She didn't even run. And she just make it a point of duty like, look, you know, I feel like I'm going to fly down and watch a meter. None of the big guns them not run.
Shakira says she Jamaican too, you know, so.
I know her nice.
Everybody like I so nice.
I know her nice. Yeah, man, a Jamaica nice, man. But yeah, man, people, you know, they got close out, you know, Blackwood, manners and respect.
Alright.
Down! Them for know say the champion, and REGGAEBOYZ represent for the Reggae Boys, and for know say a big event. In a national stadium, some boy, a little team over there, so them better lay down and play them. I say, we are step out with a big star there, man like Demari Gray, large up yourself. You don't know the things there, see it? With them up on a long chat, you don't know, so I slap up them nets like that, you know? Bobby Reid, Boyz, man like Damian Lowe, Leon Bailey, the star, them for know. Where to them, you know? Them better know. We tell them it's a them bad team over there, so I'm a bad team over here. So Reggae Boys we over here, so we not afraid of no one. And anything for you, me nah go. And if it happen, them fi know say Reggae Boys we are the champion. And bad team over there, so them on a bad team over here. So Reggae Boys we over here, so ever ready for the world. Fight you over buckle, any obstacle we tackle. When make we feel threat, no Reggae Boy we score first car. We are not troublemaker, but we are gonna be the fire setter. Any hour that our team prefer. Boy full of words like them on newspaper.